Hi everyone. I just want to share with you how am I conducting lessons online, how I do this being not a big fan of online teaching, but I am a big fan of my students who live in Poland, whom I've been teaching when I lived in Poland. And so while I'm waiting for my new job to start, I called back my students and asked if they want to continue. Some of them wrote me first also. And so I started teaching them online. And as you know, I am not a technology person. I do not understand all those platforms. I used to work on Zoom many years ago, and I remember even on that time, it was quite complicated for me because I am very slow on understanding the technology. So my goal here with my students is to help them to catch up on English school program on the curriculum. And I just want to help them and explain and just do exercises so that they would be able to understand what's going on their English lessons at school. And plus just to have more connection with them because I feel like I am needed. I need them, they need me, and this is something that helps me feel better here while I'm adjusting to a new situation and new place. So how do I do that? I don't have their books. I don't have downloaded books as well. What I do is I ask them before each lesson to send me a picture of the page where they stopped while at school at their English lessons. And plus I asked them to send a few more pages ahead so that I could see what are the next topics. And so I have my telephone and I have laptop. I have pictures of their school books on my telephone so that I can see. And I have Messenger on my laptop where I actually connect with them on Facebook Messenger. There's also a blackboard where you can also type and draw. It's also very nice. I just realized that and discovered it recently. And so basically we go along the book, along that page. I follow the page and I explain grammar points to them. If I have to write down something, I just type it on the blackboard. I'll show you here the picture, how does it look. And then if I want to check and see if they are actually writing it, I ask them to take the phone and quickly have a picture for me and send it. So the picture comes and I check it on my phone, and meanwhile I have them on my screen on my laptop. Yeah, I know maybe it sounds like, I don't know, Stone Age, but at least this situation I can control, and I know how things work, and I know what to do if something stops working. Well, I only need a screen, I only need a connection with them. Yes, I don't need any programs, any online games or anything, any special tools. Maybe I will learn about it later, but for now my goal is just to explain to them difficult points and to exercise it, so drill it, so that they could understand, comprehend, and be able to work independently at their lessons at school. And then one more thing, I made up a new kind of a game, and we take turns. Like for example, this week it was my turn. We play Kaboom. This way we learn new words that pop up during the lesson. Each time we have a new word, and I have this vase, and my students usually have a jar, and so each new word that come up, I ask them to write in English. Like I say, oh, underline that new word, or write it out on a piece of paper and throw it in the jar. Each time when we have 3 new words, I say, okay, you've got 3. Now paper number 4 will be word kaboom. And they write kaboom and put it in the jar. And so we collect our words during the lesson, and like 10 minutes before the lesson ends, we start the game. I know it maybe sounds like really like old times, but at least this is what I can do, And I think anything that they are doing in front of the screen, anything that involves some movement, even some sensory things, it really helps to just to to have something extra and not so boring. It helps to entertain them, at the same time interest them, and plus it's and we are learning words. And so we have a whole jar of new words and kaboom words. And like this week, I have a jar, and I take out one word for my student. I open the word, I show them the word, and I ask them to read, or they read it. If it's their turn to have a jar, they read the words. If it's on my side, I read the word, and they have to translate. And I put it away. We translate, and if I get kaboom, the person who gets kaboom, these are like points. When you get kaboom, all your points disappear, gone. Oh, no, I don't put them back in the jar, but anyway. And we just pick out words, take out those words, translate, kaboom, chuh, all points gone. And so we collect points, and then at the end, after all words translated, reviewed, all kabooms, and if this happens that one person has got some points and won the game, this person has a reward. And how can I reward my students if I am like half of the globe away from them? Well, I figured out a new way to do it more fun. I asked them I told them that if you win, you give me a task, you make a wish, like that I have to find here in Canada some place or something that you want me to take photo of. It can be a challenge, like to find some rare insect, or it can be just an ordinary thing to make a picture of your school or whatever. It should be some task, something that they should perform, something that they should make. Like if you win, you have a privilege to make a wish, to give a task to another person, and a student can give a task to his teacher as well. Especially since they live in Poland and I live now in Canada, there are things that they are curious about, like they want to see how do schools look like, or how do school buses look like, or they want to see the Canadian food, or they want to see Tim Hortons from inside. And so they give me these tasks, and I take picture and send them. And this is like their reward. The task is completed. So, and if I win, I make a wish. I give them task to go. Like I lived in Poland 4 years, and some places I miss. So I ask them to go to that street and make a picture of that place that I loved and send me. So it's like a challenge at the same time, and a privilege for the person who wins. And it's just some interaction, it's some activity that also makes our lessons a little bit different, not so boring like screen lesson that you just sit in front of the screen and that's it. I always try to find out ways to make it different and have some movement at the lesson, so it wouldn't be so plain. So anyway, this is what I came up to lately, and I don't know how will my lessons change. Maybe I will learn some things about digital tools, but for now, this is how I can control. I can do my lessons. I'm doing them quite successfully. I hope my students are enjoying them as well as I do. So for me, it's important so that I would enjoy my lessons as well. And I am just completing my goals. I am helping. And I'm having fun. The same as my students. They are learning and they are having fun. So this is my goal. I hope this video helps you as well. If you're not very much into technology teacher and you're not a big fan of online teaching and you would like to make them a little bit different, consider those little tips and ideas that I just shared here. So, and see you in my next video. If you wish, subscribe to my channel, give me a like just in case so that you could see other videos that I post here. And see you later. Bye.